They had 3 engineers, Dorseys out there.
Out of Hot Springs?
Yeah, had 3 engine Dorseys.
Wow.
Three Dorseys on the engineer roster there.
Well, how did Grandma Thelma end up teaching in Branford if wasn't her family in Jacksonville, like the Graves is?
Now wait a minute, you mixing up Ernestine with Miss Godfrey now.
No, I'm thinking about.
Miss Godfrey's come from over there, Branford. Now wait a minute now.
Well, no, she was a Graves because she was Ernestine's husband's sister.
Yeah. Now.
So Thelma Graves.
How? Well, now she was going to college over there, and I think what happened, she started teaching over there. Now I don't know where she lived.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like how she ended up in Branford if her family.
Well, maybe she didn't grow up. Maybe she just started off over there. But Mr. Godfrey met her over there, and then
I think so. I think they were actually living in Jacksonville growing up.
But now, yeah, because it was that girl and their daddy.
Annie Lee was over.
Annie Lee and
all of them were Jacksonville.
Their daddy, they got killed out on the railroad. So he was working in Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
So they must have been raised up. I never did hear too much about their raising.
Well, Mama said when she was a baby, and Granny Graves, which is Thelma's mother,
yeah,
had her. She lived in Riverside, on Cherry or something.
Yeah. Well, now she come from over there.
Granny Graves?
Yeah, so maybe Miss Godfrey was over there.
Yeah.
And they must have come to Jacksonville because she definitely was over there.
Right, in that area.
Because she was telling me about her husband was owned a sawmill.
Right.
Over there around Branford, somewhere in that area.
Yeah, and you were telling me about that sawmill story, so that was definitely Branford area.
Yeah. And I don't know you know that much about a sawmill, but when they run them old steam engines and all, they just got a way of taking that old blade out of gear, And,
right, when that big lever.
Yeah, but anyway, they had a sawyer there. He was always kind of like the top man, He was the sawyer. He knew how to run that mill. So not very many of them black people could figure, and he knew how to figure quarters and 3/4 and 1 inch
the
and
maths
3/4 and
to do it, yeah.
To move the mill to sort of order, they got to order there. But anyway, make a long story short, it was on the break, and he had him a little homemade stool, little stool type thing. He put the brakes on that thing, take out the gear and have it. And he would sit on that big old sawmill thing like that.
Right up on the blade.
And file that thing while everybody was eating lunch and all. They had it down for an hour or two. And that was his deal. He would file him. He wanted it. He had been running around with one of them boys' wives. Uh-oh is right. And one of them boys run out there and put that mill in gear while he was sitting on it.
Oh my God.
They sure did.
They sawed him right in half.
Sawed him right in half. Just like that.
And that was at
Granny Graves'
husband's sawmill.
That's right. Granny Graves lived right there, close to they'd have a home right there somewhere.
Dang.
And that guy killed that fella right there. So he lost 2 men. I guess they hung him.
They probably hung the guy that turned it on.
Yeah, they probably hung him out there somewhere.
And the poor old cheating wife got off easy.
Yeah,
she just had to go find her another fella.
That's all.
Wow.
Hey, Lord. Yeah, said he sawed him right in half.
Well, see, now I'm going to have to go find out more about Branford just because I didn't know that's where all my family was from.
Yeah. They must have been originally over there. But anyway, for some reason or another, she started school there, the best I can remember.
Well, I think that was the same as Miss Swales, and the reason she came to Yulee too is because back then, if you got your teacher certificate and then you went to a little country school, a rural school, they helped pay for your college. That's what Miss Swales said, that the reason she chose Yulee was because it was a rural school, and if you went to teach, if you committed to 1 or 3 years, I can't remember which, but if you committed to teach in these little bitty schools,
would pay for your college.
They'd pay for your college.
Well, you know, the reason they was, you know why, when Miss Swales and Miss Henderson and there were several of them that come in there,